All right, I came out here to milk Miracle. I was going to show y'all how we do it each morning and give you an update on her. I've been milking her in the corral, just beside her, not in any kind of stall, and she's out here waiting on me. It's a muddy mess out here. This is the gate that shuts them in the corral. It's also the gate, this is the gate to go up in my milking stall. So I get her in the corral and just shut this. And I've been trying to coax her up in here a little bit to milk in the barn. She's not used to that, and I'm still just milking and dumping at this point, so I just hand milk her because I don't want her milking my milk supply. So we just been doing it out in the middle of the corral. She is awesome. She's tame. Ben may have to hang back because she's not used to anyone out here but me, and she's definitely not used to a camera. So I'm going to get her feed and show y'all how this goes.
Start one of them, Mama. I hadn't quite figured out why, but they like to get in the trough and stand in their feed. Just don't make no sense. Kind of like the cows, when we roll out the hay, they like to go stand in the hay they're fixing to eat. It'll be 21 days next Saturday since we have seen this gilt that we're pretty positive she was in heat, standing heat. So next weekend we're planning our first AI with the help of one of our awesome viewers. I think while we're out here we're going to look at her and see what we think. All right, I know on the last video when I sat on her, there was several comments out there that said, oh man, I was really hoping Ben would get thrown in the mud. I still don't want to get thrown in the mud, but I'm going to show you what they act like, if she acts like that, when they're not in standing heat. Nope, she's not in standing heat. Did y'all not want to get no milk over there? You don't want any milk? Or number 3? Uh-oh.
Yummy. so we got the morning chores done. We've done a few other things in between, but now it's the afternoon time and it's time for one of my least favorite jobs here on the homestead. And that is trimming the feet of sheep and goats. We don't have goats at the moment, but I've got to work on these sheep feet. So let's just get it over with.
All right, so they are due to lamb any day. Push her back in. Nope, 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 catch her.
Well, that was a blooper, but she's back now. She found the one little hole
That we don't have fixed yet.
to get out. We still got to work on that, don't we?
Yep.
Okay. Take two.
Take two. All right. So what we're doing is we're setting up our lambing shelters. These things are due any day. They should. I got it on my calendar. Lambing season starts today. So anyway, we pulled the two sheds in here together. We're gonna separate them out. But before we do that, we've got them all caught in here and we're gonna trim everybody's feet.
So each ewe will actually have one of these little sheds to themselves for them and their lambs to get going in. Ben's got a little chain link panel here just to help us catch them till we get their feet trimmed, and then we'll let the boys out. So this is a really good way to set a sheep or a goat to trim their feet. You can actually do this by yourself. A lot of times I'll get behind them and do that and trim their feet. All right, got that done. Feet are trimmed, look pretty good now that we're done. We lost one sheep in the process. She got out of the pen. So we got to get her back in. Katie down here is wanting to hang out in here. We got to get her out and then we will be done. All right, they got straw bedding. She's gonna go check it out. They got good hay to eat. They got water. And this one is acting like she might be having them tonight. So we shall see.
Looks like we're gonna be on lamb watch.
Yep. So when they actually start to have the babies, we'll come get this panel and divide this so they've each got their own house. But I mean, it's pretty obvious right at the beginning who had the babies, and then we can separate them to be only with their babies. Somebody's photobombing down there. All right, last chore of the day. Yay!
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We're about to get out some early crops out of our little seed box down here, which Ben had a good idea. He went to our local Dollar General. Out in little rural country towns here in the South, at least, there's Dollar Generals everywhere.
Every block.
Every block. That's like all we have out in the country. But anyway, that's where these little boxes are at. And they've got them again this year. They're great for seed storage. I don't know if y'all can see. He's got it really nicely organized.
What I've done is just took some cardboard, cut it up and notched each piece. So all they do is just slide over each other. Just made little dividers. There's your hole. That way we got our beans in that one. Got some melons in that one, so on and so forth.
So those are pretty cheap little boxes, and they even get cheaper as the season goes on. They'll mark them down. We got that one for like next to nothing. It's a pretty big size. So check that out if you're looking for something to store your seeds in. Plus they're in all kinds of cute designs. And who doesn't want their seed box to be cute, right, Ben?
Cute is always better.
That's right. So we're gonna get to pulling some seeds out, and we'll let you know what those are, and we're gonna get them in some soil. All right, so we're out here on the freezer, our makeshift planting station.
It's so much more comfortable in here. Not real good lighting, I guess you'd say, but how's it showing up on film?
Not bad.
Okay.
And then we can sweep up any mess we make.
Yep.
Better than being in the house.
Even got me something underneath there in case I spill anything. But I was wanting to tell you, we have talked about these last year. These trays come from Hoss Tools. These things are virtually indestructible. I mean, they're solid.
Which, to be honest, we were a tad worried about the fact that they were so strong. We thought we're never gonna be able to get plants out of these, because a lot of times what you buy at the store is so flimsy that after just a couple years of usage they fall apart. But it hasn't been a problem.
No, I just take a little stick and push them up from the bottom.
We've showed y'all that before on a video, how simple it is just to push something up through the little hole in the bottom. Pops right out, doesn't it?
Yep. So another thing that we got from them are these trays. These are for putting these into. That way if you want to water them inside the house, sprouting inside the house where the temperature is of course warmer right now. You're not going to make a mess and spill your water everywhere. Also, I like to put hot water down in the bottom, and that will warm the soil up from the bottom coming up to the roots. Just another little trick. I also do that in my seed sprouting mix. It's a dry mix that I get in bricks. I will put in a 5-gallon bucket, go into the house and get scalding hot water out of the tub, put in here, get my seed starting mix already warmed up. I guess another awesome thing about it is it's going to catch all my seed starting mix that spills over here. Working as a team.
Yep. You give me the kindergarten jobs, don't you?
I like to get my hands dirty. You want your fingernails black? Look at that. You want your fingernails like that?
Looks great. All right, while Ben's finishing up over there, I'm gonna show you what all we are gonna plant in these puppies. I'm gonna do some Brussels sprouts. I never have a whole lot of luck, but I'm gonna give it a try under the row cover. Usually bugs get it. Chinese cabbage, purple cabbage. I love the looks of this cauliflower. It's green, it's beautiful. Another cauliflower, and I love the purple cauliflower. We got our first one the other day. And then I'm gonna do some Brunswick cabbage, and this makes a really big nice head of cabbage. I'm not even gonna attempt to say what it's called. Okay, I am. Einkusen. And then Waltham broccoli, that's a really good one. And up here's an early purple sprouting broccoli. And then here, these two are from Haas Tools, a snowball cauliflower. I think that looks really good. And we've been eating quite a bit of cauliflower. See if it'll focus. Oh, that's so beautiful. And then an Arcadia broccoli, also from Haas Tools. Really nice heads of broccoli. So the rest of them are from Baker Creek. We love Baker Creek seeds, and we are coming to love Haas Tool seeds just as much. We told y'all we're actually getting all of our seed potatoes from Haas Tools, so I'd encourage y'all just to check them out, see if there's something you need from them. The seed companies in general, from what we've observed and going to Baker Creek's festivals and stuff, they're very supportive of one another. So I don't feel like it's a competition. I feel like there's enough love to go around, and y'all go check out Haas Tools and see if they might have something you could use too. We've always got a link below if you want to click it and just go shop through them, even if you just want to go and look at their website and see if maybe you're interested in some of their seed potatoes. All right, they are planted. We're heading to the greenhouse with these where they'll be nice and toasty, and we can keep them watered in there. Might even water them with some of the aquaponics water. What do you think, Ben?
Sounds good. First off is we got to get them misted. I always put dry seed starting mix over the top of it. That way I know how much I'm putting on there so we don't overcover them.
We don't poke them way down in there and then cover them with a lot of that same dirt. So that's all he puts on top of them. So we're heading out to the greenhouse to take those, give them a little mist, and we are calling it a day.
All right, thank y'all for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time. God bless. Cute is always cute.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna call it.
Do it, say it 3 times in a row.
Einkusen. I could keep going.